I'm going to record you guys today because I have to do this for my class. So I'm going to record our reading group, okay?
Have you done this with any other groups?
Yeah. Okay. So we're going to work on story mapping, and I have this for us to look at. So, story mapping. A story map is a graphic organizer that tells all of the important parts of the story. So the characters, the setting, the problem, the events, and the solution, which means
Or how the problem is solved.
Exactly. So you have this in your notebook, and you wrote the story map for the book Owen. So we're going to read the story Owen. We're going to review the text today. Okay. So I only have one of this. I'm working on getting another one. But I want you both to look through and just look at the pictures. Okay? Just look at the pictures.
It looks like she's snooping on Owen.
Yeah.
And Owen doesn't look too happy.
He doesn't. So why don't you guys look at the pictures and do exactly that. Look at the pictures and we're going to make predictions or preview the text and see what the story's going to be
How
about.
about you look at it? No, you can
Just look at it together, Ward. You need to also look at it together.
She's like wetting the hose and she's like peeking around the corner, and Owen was playing with Black and Santa was like sucking his hand. And then he has this big yellow cape. I think that's his blanket. And then it looks like still snooping on it.
Who do you think this is?
The dad and mom. And she's
It looks like they're doing
And
house.
look at their face.
They look worried.
because she's snooping at Owen.
Mhm.
And then Owen doesn't look so happy.
It would be weird if you would be
And
right in the window.
wait a second. Let's go back to this picture. So this is clearly his mom and dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As
Why do you think it's his mom and dad?
I wonder why he keeps holding that yellow cape.
I think he's like 5 or something.
Then
Ward, what did you say? You wonder why he keeps doing what?
holding on to this orange cape. He has it all.
Now he has
every
it in his
picture.
pants.
What is he doing?
I don't know.
Yeah, look it right here. It's in his pants.
Why does he have it in his pants? Oh, I think he's trying to.
Be a superhero, and then he has this, and then he goes to the rescue, plunger.
Yeah, but we see this in almost every picture.
Yeah. No, we see it in every picture.
Bet you can't see me. You can, because it's like a yellow cape.
Yeah. He
Okay.
has it in every picture. Is it his lucky yellow cape?
I think
It looks
it's a
like he still
blanket.
has it.
And so here's this lady too. She's in this story a little bit too.
Oh,
So here's
it's
some
a
characters.
Look at it, right there. Right there.
Who's that? I think that might be the girl.
I don't know. He still has it.
Maybe the girl might
Play
be.
the drums in the tub. He's sleeping with it.
I
And
bet
he's hugging it while he's watching TV.
maybe the girl's jealous that he has a blanket and she's like, I don't have a blanket. I think
He
he's.
has it then. And then they're worried. He's hiding. And it looks like the dad's turned their back.
No,
Mom.
I cannot accept this.
And she starts crying, and then she gets happy, and then
And what's she
gets
doing here?
cutting it. Why is she making napkins? What is she doing? So she cut it all apart.
I wonder why she cut it.
I wonder,
Oh, for a napkin.
now can we get nerves?
Yeah, but let's think. So we think we might know some characters. Who do you think the main character is?
Owen,
Owen. Why do you think he's the main character?
because he's like in every page.
And what's our title called?
Owen.
Owen. And then we saw some other people. Do we know who they are yet?
No.
But who
No,
did you
but-
think you saw in
Hold
there?
on.
The
Hold
girl
on.
who's like snooping on
So this
Owen.
lady, Nate, do you think she looks
It's
like
a little kid, but she's like on stuff.
okay?
So let me.
What do you think?
I've
There's like a
noticed
page that
you've had chrysanthemum, and this looks a lot like her, so it might be chrysanthemum jealous
Oh.
because of him.
And I did bring that book for you guys because we were going to look at. I was deciding which text we were going to use.
But there is actually a page that like
you can see that he's like getting on stuff.
Clearly.
So Ward is making a connection to other stories written by this author.
Because
He writes and he has Lily's purple plastic purse, right? He uses the mice as characters. So
and then
it could
this
be
looks a
her.
lot like chrysanthemum.
It does.
It does look like Lily.
It does. So we don't know who it is yet, but we know Owen is one of the characters, so we can write his name right here under character.
And
But we don't know her name yet, so we have to read before we can write down characters for her. Okay?
but how do we even know that her name is?
Well,
we haven't read it.
We haven't read it yet, so we'll figure it out. So we know Owen. Who else did we see in the
Mom,
story?
Dad.
Mom and Dad. So you can write Mom and Dad.
And Blanket? That's not really a character though.
No, it's not a character. Okay, so let's see. We know Owen, Mom, and Dad. Can we fill out the problem yet?
No.
No.
Actually, we can kind of.
Well, we don't know. We haven't read. We can make
But
a
it's
prediction.
pretty.
Well, the problem is basically he's snooping on.
Do we know that?
It may be about the blanket though.
It might be. The problem might be about the blanket because we've seen it in every picture, right? But we don't know yet because we haven't read. Can we fill out the events that happened in the story yet?
No.
No, because we don't know. We haven't started reading. Can we fill out the setting?
Yes.
Where does it take place? Where did the picture take
Actually,
place?
it's in
In
the
the
yard
yard.
and in the house.
Yeah, so in the yard and in the house.
Yeah, I'm just gonna write yard. Yard.
That's how the problem was solved.
Yep. Event setting is right below characters. Do you have an eraser?
I got one on the back of my pencil.
Okay.
I have one.
So setting, you can write yard and house, because when we looked at those pictures, you saw that Owen was in the backyard and he was also in the house.
And how do you
I
spell
mean,
house
the
again?
problem could be solved
House.
if you house and yard.
House.
Okay, so let's start reading. I will let you read. Why don't we read this together? Both of you.
Owen had a fuzzy yellow blanket.
Ooh, adjective.
Yeah, adjective. What was the adjective?
Yellow.
And
fuzzy.
and fuzzy.
He had it since he was a baby. He loved it with all his heart.
Okay, so now we know that this is what?
The problem sort of.
No, but we know that what was this in the picture because we weren't sure.
It's fuzzy.
Blankie.
Is blankie. And what do we think? If he's had it since he's a baby, do you
It's-
think he really likes it?
Oh,
Yeah.
didn't we not see this?
Maybe we didn't. Okay, Renna, I want you to read this page.
Fuzzy goes where I go, said Owen. And Fuzzy did. Upstairs, downstairs, between, it inside, outside, upside down.
Okay, Ward, you're gonna read this page.
Fuzzy's messy.
Mhm.
Fuzzy likes what I like to know, and Fuzzy did oranges, grape juice, chocolate milk, ice cream, peanut butter, and apple
Okay.
sauce cake.
Can you slow down and read this again?
Okay. Fuzzy's messy. He's pointing at the blanket.
Read
Fuzzy likes what I like, so and Fuzzy did oranges, grape juice, chocolate milk, ice cream, peanut butter, applesauce cake.
applesauce cake. I've never had that before. Thank you for slowing down because I could understand it better. Because when you were reading so quickly, it sounded like all of this was one thing, and there's commas there, so that means you have to pause every time you see
Almost
those.
like peanut.
Kind of.
I didn't really go for the comma right there.
No, you did. But you have, so when they're listing all these
What
things,
is
we
this?
have to
What
take
are
a break.
these?
Those are quotation marks. That means someone's talking.
Yeah, it means like this. Is that 14?
Oh, right here too.
Okay.
Isn't he getting a little old to be carrying that thing around? Asked Miss Tweezer.
Mm.
Haven't you heard of that blanket fairy? Owen's parents hadn't. Miss Tweezers filled them in.
Okay. So now we know who she is.
Miss Tweezers.
Mrs. Tweezers. Do you know what tweezers are?
Yeah.
It's like you can pick at things.
And
Okay.
So she's picking at them basically.
Well, that's her name. So she's another character. So we can go ahead and write her name. work on something else. So it says that she filled them in. What do you think that means? It says Owen's parents hadn't. They hadn't heard about the blanket fairy. She filled them in. She's going like this. What does that mean when someone fills you in?
It means like she already did it for you and like filled him in to get the blanket away.
Do you think?
Yeah.
What do you think filling them in means? Because they didn't know about it, and then she said, the author wrote, she filled them in.
Maybe because that she kind of made him a little. She made him scared because, and she made him a little. She made him scared.
Oh, to get rid of the baby. Wait,
That she thought it was gonna. They make her. They,
So we have to figure out what filling them in means, because they hadn't heard about the blanket fairy, and she filled them in. So that means,
she's probably. They kind of shocked her.
oh, now we know why he's shocked in that picture.
so she told them about the blanket fairy.
And I guess Owen might have overheard, or the parents told him.
So we're going to read this and then see if we can figure out what our problem is, okay? There's a lot of words down here, Ward, so I really want you to work on pausing. James, if you need a new one, you can go get a new one. Or, Solomon, you can go get a new one.
That night, Owen's parents told him to put Fuzzy on his pillow. In the morning, Fuzzy will be
Wait,
gone.
slow down, because it's good. You're meshing it all together.
In the morning, Fuzzy will be gone. The blanket fairy will leave an absent. Okay, so positively.
Yep, there you go.
Perfect, especially to leave the blanket in its place.
So, what did the parents say that the blanket fairy does?
Take his blanket,
And then leaves what?
a big boy thing.
So, what do you think the problem is right now in the story?
He's still acting like a little boy.
He's still acting like a little boy, and he still does what? Has his what?
Blanket.
And then I guess in that picture, they're like surprised. They're like,
So,
why does he still have his blanket?
so the problem would be, how could we say that?
He's acting like a little kid.
He's acting still like a little boy.
Or
The
kid.
problem is he still has his baby blanket, right? That's the
I
problem.
actually do too.
So do I. And I'm
did too.
27.
I have my baby.
So, problem is Owen, we can say Owen or he, still has his baby blanket and he's acting like a little kid. That's the problem.
It kind of is a red though. I mean, that's no problem.
Yeah, we don't think it's a problem, but who thought it was a problem?
Miss Tweezer.
Miss Tweezer, she thought it was the problem.
Misty Boys.
But Ren also said that that could be an event. So the first thing that happened, and you can choose if you want to write this down or not, because we might have a lot of events that happen. That what was going to happen to his blanket?
It's gonna be gone.
It was going to be gone. So
I think we got the first quarter of the book done, right?
yeah. So the first event was that Owen had to put his blanket under his pillow.
No, his blanket would be
His
gone.
blanket would be gone.
His
That was the first event, is that he had to put it under his pillow.
I'm just gonna erase this.
But why he has that stuff in his face.
Hold.